Guys, okay, look at this. Look at this garden. This is amazing. I can't believe how good this looks. I'm so excited to show you. Well, first of all, I'm just excited that everything's growing. And I'm so excited to show you the second part of our Three Sisters garden collaboration, growing. If you haven't yet seen everybody's part 1 of their Three Sisters garden collaboration, you should go back and take a look at it. A Three Sisters garden is a companion planting system that involves corn, squash, and pole beans. That's it. And it's doing phenomenal. Like a couple weeks ago when I did my garden update, I had to squat down to be the same height as the corn. Now I can't even reach the top of it. It's way up there. I'm so excited. Let's take a look at everything we've got growing on. The butternut squash looks amazing. It's longer than the yardstick. It's starting to get some flowers. On this row of corn, I planted the Kentucky Wonder Beans. None of them came up, not even one. Remember, those were the beans from 2015. Lesson learned. Gotta plant the newer ones. Look at the beans climbing up. Purple TP beans. They're kind of bushing out. They're not really a vining variety, but I wanted to grow them in here anyway. This is the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, and at first glance it looks like it's thriving, but uh-oh, look, this whole vine isn't looking so good. I've come back tonight with the spray. The soap spray seems to be doing pretty good. This is my yellow straight neck squash. And for those of you who haven't seen them, I just saw the squash bug crawling right there. See that thing? Ooh, and there's another one. That's what we don't want in the garden. They have babies, they breed like mad, they destroy your squash plants. The butternut squash looks amazing. It's longer than the yardstick. It's my understanding that this is a tassel, and this is the male part of the plant, and that the corn, cob, and the silk, that's the female part, and you need both to pollinate, and that's why they have to be planted close enough together that they brush against each other. So far I only have these tassels. I don't have any corn cobs developing, at least not that I've seen. If I do, they're small and I don't know what I'm looking for yet. But this, my friends, this makes my heart like go pitter patter, pitter patter. So exciting. I tried to do a Three Sister garden about 4 or 5 years ago. Horrible results. I'll post a link to those videos in the end card so you can go check them out. That way, if you see how badly I did before, you can be excited with me at how well everything is growing this time around. Okay, let's look down here at the bottom of this corn. So this is interesting to me. Those look like corn roots. So did this stalk get pushed up, or does it just develop new roots? I don't know how that works. Someone knows. Is it because they're too close together, it's getting pushed up? I don't know, but I find it very interesting. But it looks like under here, there's, yeah. So let me see if I can show you. Okay, look under there. There's new stalk under there. So I guess, does it make like temporary roots? And then it'll just make more down lower and lower, and they just come up? Did each of these places have roots like that when it started out? Someone who knows more about corn, let me know. I was editing my video and I realized there's something I wanted to talk to you guys about that I forgot. So I came back out here real quick. And I want you to take a look at this whole row right here in between these two rows of corn plants, because I planted Cinderella pumpkins in 4 spots along this row. Only 1 spot of them survived after germination. Then I came back, actually none of the Cinderella pumpkins survived. I came back and I planted butternut squash and they're doing okay, but only in 1 spot. This row behind me, there's the rhubarb, right? That whole row was some kind of pumpkin. And they didn't come up, but the yellowneck squash did, right? 2 days ago, there was yellowneck squash there. I showed you it. I showed you the squash bugs. Today, nothing is there. They've decimated it. I had a 3rd row of pumpkins that I planted, and those were jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. And out of the 4 different places I planted those, I only have 1 successful spot where jack-o'-lantern pumpkins are coming up. So I came back later and I planted watermelon. And I have a good bit of watermelon plant trailing, so hopefully they're gonna do okay. So right now I have left no yellowneck squash, a couple of butternut squash plants right there, a couple of jack-o'-lantern pumpkin squash right there, and a couple of watermelon right there. That's about it for my squash. I really hope that they're gonna do better, or at least survive and fruit. But I came out today. 2 days ago, I had tassels on my corn and had no silks. I came out today. Let me show you what I'm seeing. Look right here. Let me see if I can just bring you over and show you. Do you see what this is, guys? This is corn silk. I have ears of corn forming. So exciting. But you know what I have to do now? Now I have to go watch some videos and research and figure out how to make sure they don't get the I think it's called the silkworm. I'm not sure. It's something that will eat up the corn. I'm pretty sure it's a kind of a worm or a caterpillar that's going to turn into a moth kind of thing, and they go eat their way down through the corn and ruin it. I'm not going to let that happen to these beautiful, beautiful ears of corn. It's so exciting that everything is growing. Mostly everything. Squash bugs are doing their job. Not fun at all. In addition to the soap spray, I have some food grade DE, and I'm gonna put that around the base of the squash plants to try and further protect them from those yucky squash bugs that I can't stand. So we're gonna see if both of these work. Spray the plant, put this on the ground, see if it helps. What is that? Is that a worm? Look it, there's one on almost every leaf. Look it, there's one, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, they're everywhere. Ah! All right, I'm gonna pick these off and keep spraying. See if it moves. I don't know what that is. It's, oh, you know what maybe it is? Okay, here's what I'm hoping that is. Let me just see. Let me just see if that is one of these. Oh, yes, okay, good. Okay. Okay, I can stop panicking. Thank you so much for watching today. Be sure and go through the playlist and check out everybody else's video. Their part 2 should be coming out today or soon. And then in another month or so, we'll have part 3, which will be the harvesting. This is incredible. I'm so glad you're going along on this journey with me, and I cannot wait to have some fresh corn on the grill, some beans, some squash. It's gonna be fantastic.